Good morning, friends. Welcome to Bangalore Institute of Technology. This is the second episode with the interaction of my student friends. As I explained in the earlier episode, we have many activity clubs at Bangalore Institute of Technology. Many of the clubs we started in the year 1994 to give confidence building and the exposure to the industry, the skill development, communication skill development, and all these things. Lot of objectives. Finally, the real objective of education, as we have understood over the years, is making every student who comes to Bangalore Institute of Technology a confident individual and goes out of the campus without bothering about his career. He should be able to independently devise or decide what career path he has to choose. So similarly, we have many clubs, and TEDx BIT Bangalore is one of the clubs that is very active and dynamic. And we have been doing TEDx events at Bangalore Institute of Technology from last 7 years. And as the TEDx theme goes, the normally it is spreading ideas. So student community, they have lot of ideas. And the ideas comes from all aspects of their experiences. And BIT students, we also keep talking that when they go out to the community or the society, they should be able to resolve problems, and provide solutions to the day-to-day issues. So TEDx is a means, a platform for our students to interact, come together, interact, collaborate, and conduct the events independently. So let us see the present theme of TEDx VIT Bangalore, what they are doing, and what is their experience, what motivated them to join this TEDx VIT Bangalore. And we have the TEDx VIT Bangalore event for the year and then on 23rd of this month. So, how the preparations are going on, what are the challenges they are facing, what are the learnings of this, and what they expect out of this event from all of us. So, to start with, I request each one of them to introduce themselves briefly, and what made them to join this TEDx PAT Bangalore. I can also talk about that. So, I'm very happy you're doing a great job, and welcome to this session. And please go ahead and introduce yourself. What is your name, which branch you are in, and what is your earlier experience of TEDx?
I'm Nitya, and I'm in my seventh semester of Electronics and Telecommunications. At TEDx, I am the co-organizer and licensee. I've been a part of TEDx since last 3 years, and this is like my third event that I'm being a part of. The first year when I joined TEDx, we had like newly entered college, and we learned that TEDx applications were out. And me and my friend, we were so excited to uh, register and then get into the organization. It's more like a whole entire recruitment process that we followed into. It was we had to first fill out a form, and then once you're through that is when you get to give a test, which is from your own department which you're interested in. So I gave in for content, and then we have a group discussion round, and then once you're through that is when you have the personal interview round. So each of the part of the entire journey was an experience, and that is what TEDx wants to create even at their events. So we want to create an experience for our audience. We want to create an experience for our speakers. So that is the entire motive.
Okay, good. I'll come back to you on more experiences.
Yes, definitely.
Over to you.
Yeah, so myself, Kushi, I'm a seventh semester student in electronics and communication. Like Nitya, I also joined TEDx when I was in my first year, and I joined because TEDx is something I have always looked up to. I binge watched TED videos a lot on YouTube. So when I found out, okay, there's a TEDx of my own college, so I wanted to be part of that exclusive community of TEDx, because TEDx, what I feel TEDx is, community of like-minded people, which share through of ideas of each other. So I really wanted to be part of that community. And the recruitment process, it was one of the, it's still, I will agree that it still is one of the best recruitment process in this entire college, any of the clubs. And which is why I think the club is also exclusive. We are very selective in the students we take into our club, because we want our event to be best, and we want our team members especially to learn a lot. So even during the recruitment process, I feel like it's very similar to how companies recruit us. I got to experience that, so it was really, very learning experience for me, and it helped me a lot even during the company. So it helped me gain that confidence, be it talking with HRs or be it talking with or networking with speakers. It has helped me a lot through it. So yeah.
Good, good. So,
Hello, my name is Saurabh, and I'm the curation head for this year. And I joined TEDx my last year, and this is my second year I've been a part of, and I'm in the organizing committee now. And as Kushi told, everyone in the team, we make sure that we are all like-minded and we have the same ideology, especially towards TEDx, because TEDx is a community. It's an experience to be a part of, and as a person who used to binge watch TEDx videos, and getting to be a part of a TED organizing committee, and helping others have that experience, the same experience I had, is, I think, a full circle moment, to be honest. And I'm really great to be part of well creative and like-minded team.
So, hi everyone, I'm Sushma. I'm the head of content. So, I've always been a very avid reader and I've been passionate about writing as well. So, TEDx, I feel like the ideas and the level of professionalism it displays is one of its kind. And to be part of that is an honor, and it's a privilege to be part of the core committee this time. And like Saurabh said, it's a community, so we find people who think the same way, and we find a way to spread those ideas. So that's what we hope to do.
okay, it is good that you've been part of the earlier TED events, and you're working for the next event, which is going to be held on 23rd. Now, let us discuss or explain each one of you the selection of TED team, how it happens. You briefly mentioned about the process,
Yes.
the audition process,
Yes.
and how is that students' reaction when you start interviewing them, giving tests, doing group discussions? It is not a complete
Yes.
recruitment process, but recruiting process for TED itself is so systematic.
Yes.
So, how is the experience? And when you participated, when you entered TED through audition, and now when you are doing interview for the others, so what is the response from the students? How they react? And do you get good candidates for your company, TED company?
So we actually give out 250 applications, and we take in 50 people. So for us, because we know our motive is to curate an entire event that will probably stand out in the entire college, and for us, creating a team is also equally important. So that is why we have a very long recruitment process. Like, you start off from filling out the forms. We go through each and everybody's form. We point out, we mark and everything. So that's done. And then once they're through the application form process is when we give tests based on the departments. Like for content, she gives like writing. For creative, they are like it basically varies for each department. And then for marketing is they have to give out an entire case study. And then once we read all of the thing, we go through all of that is GD and like interview round. So GD is also very equally important because that's where we analyze like what are the communication skills that a person can have. Because for us, that is very, very important. So even if their form is good, or even if their like test is good, our main criteria is the GD, because that's where we can like totally understand a person. And then we come to the personal interview, which is like for different departments. So
And I also feel like during recruitment process, we always don't. Our aim is not to try for who's the best in what they do. Our aim is to find someone who has
Can
room to
Yeah.
improve. We can help them improve their skills because looking back, even I was part of the content team when I first joined in TEDx. My writing and content was not that great, but as my previous content heads, they helped me improve it. So the point is to look out for potential rather than choosing who is best at, because obviously we are all students, we are all learning each and every day. So the point of this whole entire recruitment process is to look out for the students who are actually keen to learn, keen to improve their skills. Plus also there's this thing that the recruitment process, the reaction we get, we always ask the newcomers what did you think of the recruitment process. They are always like kind of intimidated at first, but then they were like, it's a really fun thing to experience. Like ourselves, I think
I waited until like 6 p.m. in the evening for my interview to happen. So it's also something that you get to learn and get to experience beforehand.
When it comes to curation, I don't take recruitment with the whole team. I handpick the students who I feel have good ideas, who communicate well, and who have good warm nature and all of that, and then get them into the curation team. They're usually from content, creative, and marketing team. But I joined through the marketing team, and I was in the marketing team my first year, and honest to say, I had just seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street, and that's all I knew about marketing. And my seniors, they helped me understand what marketing was, the talking points. How do you think, in a market way? How do you approach a potential sponsor or a partnership? And that really helped me understand not just about how I can get money for TEDx, but also how to survive in the job market and how to survive in the market. And that really helped me, and that's what even I look when I'm taking an interview, the potential and the we are always here to guide you, and it's not like we are the great people, but we do know maybe a little more than about the job market more than you. So we are always trying to look for potential people, and we usually guide them through it.
So we
And
have
we also learn from them also. That's another thing. Sometimes other people, the new recruits, they have good ideas where like, okay, we never thought of that before, and we'll do that. It's a nice moment. It's a complete team bonding moment.
Now, content creation is the main objective now. To reach out, you need a nice language, and so how are you managing, and how your team was selected?
So we had a lot of discussions for our theme. Actually, there were a lot of good words, but like mentioned, we needed something that would have that TEDx standard, but also be something that the audience as well as the speakers can connect to. So we decided on Cosmos because Cosmos means universe, and our take on it this time is how we create our own universe essentially. So we are the architects of our own reality, and we felt that is something a lot of speakers from different backgrounds could touch upon, and it's something the audience can also relate to. And this time, Saurabh, through the curation team as well, he has done this thing where he's trying to curate ideas from the different members. So we have put up those posts on our social media as well, how you can be productive in a purposeful way, and how memes are making us politically aware. And so we try to bring these sort of diverse ideas that we can put out to the audience, because I think as a platform of TEDx, that is our purpose towards the end of the day, how we share ideas and bring awareness.
And also with respect to like reaching out to speakers, it's very important. And also like creating a talk, like bringing in the whole script for the talk is done by the content team. So
You were mentioning about during the audition, you don't really need the experts.
yes,
You need people who are interested, who are interested to go out, their attitude, their learning capabilities. So similarly, when the campus interviews happen, they don't really look at a candidate who is an expert in all the areas, and it is not possible. So they also look at the interest of the individuals, the attitude of the individuals. So initially, when all these activity clubs were created, that was the purpose. to develop the capabilities or the confidence levels of the students. So that was the purpose. And students normally were part of all these process. They automatically become confident. So that is the whole purpose of this event. So now let us talk about the curation, most important part of TEDx. And everybody is important, but curation team is also there. So identifying the speakers and to suit your theme of the event, and then bringing them to talk only for a limited period of time. I think about 18 minutes is
Yes,
the standard time. Within that, they have to complete and share their experiences with the audience. So that is the most difficult part. So in the initial events, when the first event when I started TEDx BIT Bangalore, I used to observe all the stages. I used to sit back and observe what my students are doing. Part of the rehearsals, part of interacting with the speakers, and all those things. So now I am very confident that my team of students are doing independently, as the name says. It is independently organized event, spreading ideas. Now, please tell me briefly about the speakers. How we have selected this year's speakers related to your theme, and if you remember any earlier speakers, what kind of speakers have come to BIT, TEDx BIT Bangalore?
Yes. So actually, curation, it's not just curating the speaker lineup, it's curating the whole TEDx experience. So every single thing that an audience experiences is curated by me. So the fillers that we put in, the songs that we put in, everything stands for the theme and TEDx Betty Bangalore. And so our speakers this time are with the theme itself. So we have actually first ever Kannada speakers who are going to be giving TED Talks completely in Kannada. One is Padma Shri Manjama Jogati. She got Padma Shri last year from President Dr. Murmu, and her talk is gonna be she's a trans woman who's the president of the Karnataka Theatre Society, and her talk is going to be about how the art of theater is a dying department in Karnataka, and how she has helped other trans women and other to get skills and get a job, get a life of their own, empower themselves, and not just beg in the streets. So I think that is, she has created a universe of herself. How Susma shared, Cosmos, our theme is about curating your own universe, creating your own universe. And I think Manjama Jogati, she very well fits our theme, and how she has helped multiple thousands of people get their life and get their empowerment. And she's going to be delivering her talk completely in Kannada. And then we have Sitava Jodati. She was When she was 13 years old, she was made a devdasi and given to the prostitution house, and she broke out of there and started a mass organization where through which she has helped lakhs of women who were given to the prostitution house when they were 13 to 14 years old, and to get skills and to empower themselves and to become a woman of the
So
society again.
basically, you're identifying some individuals who have done a great difference to
Yes,
the
that
society.
is also the thing.
So you're looking at all aspects of life,
Yes,
not
yes.
necessarily technology, not
Yes, sir.
necessarily entertainment,
Yeah,
Yes.
but who have contributed to the society for a better place.
Tech stands for everything. So it's society, it's science, it's
Entertainment.
technology, entertainment, it is design, everything that is new, that is idea, that requires a social awareness. And as a Bangalorean, as a Kannadiga, I had no idea about the Devdasi system until I found it on YouTube one random day. And curation is an ongoing process. You read articles, you have Google alerts, you read newspapers, and you get ideas and you note it down, and then that's how basically curation works. And that is our social causes. And this time we have PG Divakar, who is the ex-ISRO chairman. And what he has done is he has gotten the 50-year satellite weather data of Bangalore, and he has figured out a way to avoid the next Bangalore water crisis. And this is something that can be not just be applied to Bangalore, but to Mysore, but to anywhere, any city in the world. And this is a proper foundational idea that requires to be on the TEDx platform. That is requires to be known at least by the engineering students, because this is something innovative and something they all can help with. And we have Satish BS, who is the director of a planetarium, and Aryabhatta Planetarium. And what actually, with our first meets with him, we kind of got to know the enthusiasm and the passion he has towards telescope and the stars and the universe.
So you'll have more detail. Don't reveal everything here itself. So you just,
That is true, yeah.
otherwise people
I'm
will,
very
the
passionate
curiosity
about this.
aspect will be gone.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
just mentioned, if you remember any earlier speakers also, the kind of lineup you had earlier, you can also mention few names,
Yes.
so that the audience will get an idea what kind of speakers they can expect this time.
So last 2022 event, Reorient, we had a speaker, Mr. Akash. So what his idea was basically where in underprivileged schools and in communities like that, students don't have like a proper setup or furniture to sit. So he made like a convertible bag where once you remove all the books from a bag, it can be converted into a table. So this was one of a very, very interesting idea to put forth, and like to tell that in a community of privileged members where we as students, or like we even like middle class or upper middle class, we don't really understand the difficulties they have. So through his talk, we actually understood, okay, there are certain problems which can be addressed through this way, and it was one of the greatest ideas we've ever had.
So you had best people from all walks of life in
Yes.
VIT TED Talks. I remember Arvind KP was there.
Yes.
We had
Abdul Baris.
Abdul Bari, then Dr. Timmappa Ekde, then Prakash Pelwadi.
Yes.
So many stalwarts have come, both the seniors as well as the youngsters. They are all part of TEDx VIT Bangalore. So you're looking forward for a great event this time with all these motivating and people who have done great contribution to the society. How the curation, the content team helping the curation team this year? What challenges you are facing, and is it exciting to be head of content team?
Definitely, I would say it is, because I was initially, when I came to college, I would say I was a bit of an introvert. So I would say TEDx VIT Bangalore really helped me come out of my shell, and to be here as a content head, it's a lot of progress for me, is what I would say. And it has really helped me with, so I had a summer internship as well this year. So it really helped me there as well, because content is all about communication. And I think as an engineering student, especially in software, communication is one of the most important things. So I would say that has helped me a lot there. And coming to how we are helping curation, this year, after we attended the TEDx weekend, we realized that it's our responsibility to sit down with the speakers and help them curate their entire speech. So that is what every week we have meets with the speakers, and we discuss ideas, we brainstorm, and we help them come up with the perfect draft for them to put out their idea on stage. So in that way, content and curation are working together to curate
And
an experience.
also TEDx has guidelines for every single thing, like what a speaker is supposed to say and what like he or she has to follow on the platform, and like what are the video audio requirements. So everything has to be followed and taken care, and one of the most important thing is curation and content right there. So I would say those two are like very important, more than like any
Yeah, I was
other.
about to ask the same question. Now, this event management as a definite framework.
Yes.
Since TED is an international organization, they have lot of standards fixed.
Yes.
So you cannot violate any of them.
Yes.
Whether it is recording standards or the selection of the speakers. If you don't select a good speaker, they may not accept the
Yes.
speaker.
Yes.
So all those things are there. So with this in mind, to satisfy the standards at an international level, you need to have a lot of teamwork. So, can you each one of you share a few thoughts? What is the requirement of a team, and how big is your team, and what are the logistic challenges that you are facing? Whether it is preparing the venue, whether it is arranging the speakers, logistics, designing the backdrop. Because I remember in one of the event there was a big issue. At 11 o'clock there was a problem. The backdrop went. The person who was responsible for fixing the backdrop was didn't turn up. 11 o'clock in the night. So it was a very scary situation because next day morning
Yes,
we need to
Yeah,
conduct
yeah.
the event. So in fact, I came home, came back to the college at 11 o'clock in the night, and we somehow managed. We identified, we went to somebody's house, got the carpenter to fix the issues. So these kind of challenges are there. So when there is an emergency, when there is a risk, so you also learn a lot of last minute challenges, and you will be able to resolve those issues. So can you share some thoughts with your experience? The importance of teamwork, because when you go to the company, also teamwork is important. So team management skills are very very essential, because for the success of any project, whether it is in real life or in college, the team effort is very very important in addition to the individual competencies. So say something about the logistic challenges and the teamwork requirement in your TEDx management.
One thing that is like we have looked out after, especially with our team. Our team is right now it's 53 people. So one thing is every work is segregated into different teams, and we have like each work defined. Like at the same time, we also ask all of them to collaborate together and work as a single unit.
It's one of the requirements we say when we're taking their interview. It's like, we understand you're in this team, but we would also want you to contribute to this team.
Just like let's say creative needs a lot of manpower. They are working as you said, they're working on props already. They are the ones who are making everything with their own hands. So let's say and content, let's say content, they have to write newsletters and articles. So and most of their work is online. So we call the content team to come work, and if they are done with their work, we send them to creative. So this is how, like, even if you're part of one specific team, does not mean your work is restricted to just that team. Yes, that is your priority, the work which you were assigned in that particular team. But if you're done with it, then you can go around and move in different teams, which is why we also look out for people who are flexible with working. It's not just if you're taking interview for, let's say, content, but we also try to look for if they can help out in creative, in design, in marketing, any of that. So we look out for something like well-rounded person. It's that. And plus we have definitive roles, like apart from the core, we also have our, if we are not there, let's say as we are in 7th semester, we have our placements going on. Some times may come where we are busy with our placements, we cannot be there for the team. So we have a few people from just our juniors who in our absence look after the team. So we have that whole structure. There is no hierarchy. We don't expect our juniors to treat us like, no, whatever we say is like words written on stone. It's not like that. It's just we are there to guide them, and in our absence we have other people assigned who will guide them through it. So it's a very definitive structure. We work in a our all work is structured, which is why I feel like the work gets done efficiently.
And it's also like when they're all working together, it like builds a community that they're going to remember forever, and it's a community that shall last like even in the upcoming years or like upcoming events. So there also we are creating an entire experience. So it's also we are like even though we don't expect, but it's also like even our team wants to be there, like they want to help out. So it's actually a very beautiful feeling, like we have done our part. So
Yeah.
that is one of the best things. And also, like, one day before the event, all of us stay back in college, and we put up the entire stage. So most of the TEDx events, they outsource creatives for the stage and everything, but I'm so proud to tell that our team like works day and night to like pull off the entire stage setup and everything. So it's also that we are giving that experience and we are getting the experience back. Yes. So that is I mean, we don't have to stress upon, oh, guys, you have to be there, you have to work as a team. It's naturally
They take
happening.
initiative and pick
Yeah.
one up.
Yeah.
You mentioned beautiful feelings. So, in fact, I just remember yesterday I attended an event where Sri Ravi Shankar ji was also part of the program. And now the whole world is talking about creating happiness.
Yes.
Now people are not talking about success everywhere. Success has got different yardsticks to measure,
Yes.
whether it's financial success or otherwise. But now, irrespective of all that, now after the last 2 3 years, especially after COVID-19, and wherever you are, whether you are at home, whether you're in campus, whether you're in a company, so you need to be happy. So, the creating happiness or developing that sense of happiness is very, very important. So, do you agree? Your team of 50 plus 3, 53 people are all happy while doing their activities in this? How do you say a measure?
uh, I don't know about if my team is happy, but I really will love to feel about it. But when I see the response from them, I definitely get that feeling. Like they want to be a part of this community and they want to take this forward. So not every club in our college probably would have that thing, but TEDx, we want to continue the legacy, and it's just amazing to see your team, to see them flourish, to see them like grow in every aspect, not just like in their particular departments, but also to know about different things like how an event is conducted, how is it managed, and what are the things that they can learn throughout this entire journey, and also the interest that they have. That is one of the primary things. So people who are not interested, we obviously will not want them to be there, because for us it's our event as well in the end, and if they are not interested, they won't be able to contribute. So people who are part of a team are all happy right now.
Okay, good.
Also,
I would like to, I will come back to you. I would like to relate this to our classroom experience. Now, I keep talking about experiential learning is very, very important, and everybody, the university officers, the AACT officers, they're all talking about create experience, and through experience, students should learn. No more it is dictating notes and showing some PPTs
Yeah.
on the screen. So, and the attention period of a student is also dropped down. Yesterday, in fact, one of the speaker he was also mentioning, earlier we used to have a time slot for a period about 40 minutes period. So that 40 minutes was fixed. In fact, Guruji was mentioning that 40 minutes was fixed because the attention span of an individual was 40 minutes then. Now, it is not even 1 minute. That is the survey or the people are talking about. Less than a minute. When you browse through different content, not more than 30 40 seconds, you stick onto a single screen. So that is the attention period. And I also observed through these activity clubs, including TEDx VIT Bangalore, the students spend hours together. They have to be forced to go home. They stay after the working hours. So if you are interested, if you are doing some activity, if you are experiencing something, then the attention period automatically can be increased. So I wanted to talk through this medium to all my colleagues, my teachers. They have to create an experience in the classroom. People should come to the classroom with a lot of energy to participate and learn through experiences. So, the general statement that the attention period has gone by many of the people, I don't agree, because if you create proper experiences, then the attention period can be increased whatever we want. So that is one learning for all of us through your activities. Now we will come to the present event. You have the event on 23rd. How prepared are you? Each one of you can say, take 1 minute and explain whether are you ready to take the event.
Yes, sir, definitely we are ready. We're all ramped up. We're all so excited. But at the same time, we're all tired. We're so sleep deprived. But in the end, that doesn't matter. It's also about putting together an amazing event that is coming in. That is our priority right now. We are like 1 week away from the event, and there's like too many things to take care of and too many things that have already been taken care of. So it's like both ways as of now, but when the event is there, you will be ready to witness everything that we've done so far.
Yeah, like coming together, one thing which we do tell all our juniors and which our seniors told us, the event is bigger than you. TEDx is bigger than you. TEDx as an event is bigger than you. So especially towards like as there is 1 week left to the event, we put aside all our personal things as much as possible to focus towards the event, because we want to put out a great event. Like TEDx has a standard, and we want to, and TEDx BIT Bangalore itself, it has set up a standard. So we want to continue that legacy, which is why we are very excited as well as nervous to get through the event. But yeah, in the end, all of the sleep deprivation, the stress, all of it will be worth it once we see what we put up on 23rd of November. Once we see,
Getting
okay,
goosebumps.
once we see, okay, that's the event we put together, I feel like we'll, have that satisfaction and that relief. Okay, yeah, we finally did it. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, mine is just curation and the speakers. That is my headache right now. But yeah, I mean, we are writing the script with the speakers, because they are also, as I said, content team. That's how it's helping. We have meets from 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. One speaker for 1 hour, and we are writing their script with them. We are talking to them constantly. We are making sure that they also feel comfortable with us, so that on stage on stage also they just feel calm and they're confident with their script and everything. So yeah, as of now, we're just all hoping for the good, and yeah, that's
Yeah, we have like to-do lists, and we have even like written dates, and each day we cross off things, and we're all ramped up, and it's sort of that adrenaline rush is building right now. So it's like we're sleep deprived, but in a good way. And yeah, so we're helping the speakers, and we're finalizing our design for our newsletter and magazine, and that's what we're finalizing the experience we are going to curate for the audience.
So it's also about giving an experience to the audience, like she mentioned. We also give out like goodie bags. It's not just about them sitting and listening to a talk, but it's also about the stage, about what they get and what ideas they can take forward, because that is what TEDx stands for, like ideas worth spreading. And we don't want to conduct an event just like people come listen to talks and leave, but we want them to take away some great insights that the speaker has put forth. And yeah, so that's again all about creating an
I
experience
think
like that.
that's what also set TEDx apart from, let's say
Yes.
other events which has the speaker coming in and giving a talk. Because TEDx is not just about the speaker coming in and the audience listening, it's about the experience we create. So like as Saurabh mentioned, he's also looking for the filler. So it's like our whole flow of the event is curated in such a way that audience gets a lot, like audience stay focused on this talk, on the idea that we are trying to give them, and they go away with an impactful. Like they should feel, okay, yeah, I attended a TEDx event, and I at least we impact them in such a way. So we have our speakers, we have a event like as small as something as food. That is also, we scrutinize everything, and we personally handpick each of them, because we want the audience to go away with an experience, so that even we want to build that community, so that audience feel, okay, this was a great event, I got a lot from it, I should do this next time also. So we look forward to creating a community of people who will keep coming back to us. It's not just about the speaker or about the team. We also kind of want to create an audience for us, so that they feel they are getting away with an impact and an experience, which
So it's
yeah.
basically from the registration, from the point where they collect their tickets to their like verification, and to their food like breakfast, lunch, snacks, and till the time that they exit. So basically, we are responsible to take care of them, and they are our children.
We make sure it's an immersive experience.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. Immersive experience. We try to make sure that the fillers are with the theme. This time we have like a live art and cultural performance, which also creating your own universe. It all goes very well with the theme, and we have a Saregamappa singer, a judge from Saregamappa coming and performing for us. So there are multiple such things that we want the audience to be just, they should be in awe at the end of the day about the TEDx event, about the TEDx idea, about the ideas that were presented on the TEDx stage. And that if we are able to achieve even 30% of it, we have done a good job, because
Yes.
at the end of the day, TEDx is all that matters. The ideas, word spreading are all that matters.
So coming to like team management, like how prepared are we? We are like 70% prepared. We're just like 30% away from the like we have to go, and I think like all of us are just.
If I have to pick some words that you're using without hesitation, you mentioned preparedness is only about 70%. You mentioned a lot of stress, sleepless nights. So these kind of the stress, and so whenever you do an activity or event with crossing your boundaries, normally we have some limits. And I keep saying BIT is limitless possibilities. If you want to experience, you have a lot of opportunities. So any such event, only when you try something which is impossible for you, you will experience.
Yes.
You also get confidence that you can go out of the boundary. And whenever we do these kind of activities, definitely there will be a stress, and stress in the right sense.
Yes.
So when you pass that, then you know how to handle your stress. Then you know how to handle the events. So I'm very confident about your team, and I'm observing more closely without interacting and disturbing you. And all our earlier events are great success, and I'm sure this year event on 23rd is also going to be a grand success. And I'm happy because I see what is the outcome of this event. I want to send out a group of students with lot of confidence, and I'm sure all of you will be confident. Your confidence levels will increase 200% after you complete the event, and you can try any event without looking at the limits. So you
Yes.
can always put your hands in a project or a activity without bothering about its limitations. So there is no limit for your trying. And another thing you're also seriously mentioning about, you want to create an experience.
Yes.
So whatever it is a project or working in a company or studying in the college, spending 40 minutes or 50 minutes inside the classroom, finally it is experience.
Yes.
So you don't bother what happens there. You don't bother who is speaking. You don't bother what you learn. But if you get a good experience, that will remain for a lifetime. So I'm very happy that you're all also you are already looking like professionals. So I'm very happy. That is the purpose of our education. We need to create professionals who can create experience, nice feelings for us, for our surrounding, for our family, and for our society. So throughout your career, if you can create an experience for an individual outside of your limits, your family circles, that is a great contribution. So success, according to me, we can also say creating a nice experience for everybody to experience. So I'm very happy that you're trying on a mission, creating a nice experience for the audience on 23rd. I'm looking forward. And as a student, you're in the 7th semester. So when you come to the 8th semester, you may be looking for a placement, taking interviews or on higher education or doing on your own. I'm sure this experience will definitely give you confidence either to get a job or to pursue your career in your future. I wish all of you all the best
Thank you
Thank
so
in your
you.
much.
future endeavors. And thank you for sharing your experiences with our friends who are observing this interaction. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so
And
much.
we want to thank you, sir,
Yes,
for
sir.
being so supportive of us. It's not always that we have a supportive faculty, and we really are very thankful for you.
Yes,
Your
And the
confidence
TEDx
drives
ambassador of India who came the yesterday also told how supportive your principal is, and told us how lucky we are to have a supportive principal.
Definitely.
Thank
Like
you so
you're
much
the
for that,
driving
sir.
force for
Yes,
us. So
yes.
Yes, sir.
it's great to have you also.
None of this would have been possible without
Without
you,
it,
sir.
yes.
Truly.
Okay, good.
Thank you
All
so
the
much
best.
for that.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited to see your event on 23rd.
Yes,
I'll
yes,
be there.
sir.
Even.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
All the best. Thank you. So this is the TEDx event preparations for 23rd of November 2024, and they're all ready and for giving a nice experience, nice feeling about this year's event. As earlier, I'm 100% confident this event will go on well, and the preparations are on, and I'm there to support them as always. And I'm really happy that when I started all these activity clubs at BIT, each club, according to me, it should be like a company, virtual company. So the transition from academics to the industry should be very smooth. So you have heard of each one of them. The process, starting from the recruitment to the TEDx BIT Bangalore, they follow certain standard procedures, and then they guide the seniors, guide the juniors, and they learn on their own, because self learning is most important nowadays. So they learn on their own, and they do everything on their own with the support and collaboration with other teams. So each team is like a department, and the whole activity, the TEDx event, is like a project. So they are conceptualized properly. They have recruited people who can work on this project, and they're executing this project effectively, and then complete the project with giving great experience. So it is nothing less than a company. The whole purpose of any company is that the success of a company is nothing but success of this event. So my idea when I started the clubs is to give them a nice experience, working independently, taking decisions independently, and all that is happening. So in the years to come, TEDx Creative Bangalore is going to give a lot of experiences, nice feelings for the time for the students to remember for their lifetime. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and we will come back with another episode with another activity club of Bangalore Delight.